I can palm a basketball for about like a second or two.
Yeah,
And then it falls.
I can palm a basketball if it's like sweaty and I'm sweaty and the sweat sticks together. Yeah.
Sweat makes it slippery.
Like the right kind of sweat. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Whatever. Okay, I can.
You have gritty. You have gritty sweat.
If it's one of those, it has to be like a good grippy basketball. I don't know. What I'm saying is I can't palm a basketball. I can palm some basketballs sometimes for short periods of time. But I've done it. It doesn't count. I can't like Jordan hold it behind and shit like that.
Could you imagine that? That'd be so cool.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
I'd be like in the NBA or something.
I was playing basketball down the street the other day, and I forgot how bad I am at most aspects of basketball. I can still shoot.
And I'm not surprised that you say that you're bad at it.
But I played high school basketball varsity. I'm not bad at basketball.
Whoa.
But the problem is...
Whoa! Slow it down, guys.
I know.
Marcus played varsity basketball. As I recall, didn't you sit the bench most of that season?
I was like
Rudy.
Man.
I feel like you were like Rudy. And that
I was like Rudy the year before.
It was the last game of the season, and they're like, oh my God, Marcus has never played. And the whole fucking crowd's like, but he's so cool though. He needs a chance. Everybody felt so bad. So
No.
Marcus. And it was like the one loser kid. It was like your one loser friend. He's sitting in the crowd with you, and he's like, come on, guys. Let's go. Marcus. Rudy. And then the coaches start cheering it. And then you go in, and then the other team hands you the basketball, like all those Make-A-Wish videos. And they're like, here, man.
And then I shot
Take it. And then you shoot it, and then it's like, and it goes about 3 feet. And it misses just completely.
The more you talk about this, I think this is your story.
Yeah. No, that's not my story, because my story, I didn't make 8th grade basketball. So.
Oh, you got cut in 8th grade?
Yeah, remember? I got cut, yeah.
I didn't know you got cut in 8th grade, bro.
8th grade, I think I told you the story. I couldn't do it.
Well, yeah.
I'm really bad at basketball.
I believe it.
I'm so bad. Yeah. I even felt bad for the kids trying out with me. Like, because...
You made them look worse?
No,
like if they were on your team?
I made everybody look amazing. I was that bad. I couldn't make layups, dude. So every time I felt bad because this was tryouts, by the way. This wasn't like we were on the team yet, which I don't understand why the coach was such a dick. It's like, we're trying out. You're seeing if we're almost good at basketball, if we can make the team. Now this asshole is like, all right, guys, we're going to do layups. And for every layup you miss, we're going to do a suicide. I'm like, but I'm just trying out. I'm not part of the team, dude. I'm not on the team yet. Why am I doing suicides? I'm showing you that I can't do a layup. Like, what are you talking about?
They punished you for trying out.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
Now I'm going up. So now we're doing a line of kids, and these kids are doing layups. They're all making them. And then here comes Justin Essenmacher. Dude, I look like Stanley on The Office, dude. I'm coming down, and then I go up and I shoot it, and the ball just misses everything. And I was so nervous because every time I missed, like, another one. Here comes another suicide. We
had this drill in high school where basically it was like a full team drill. Everyone was going at the same time, end to end, doing stuff. And part of it was you had to make 20 layups in a row.
That's
as a team, right?
As a team.
Well, yeah, we did it. We were able to.
We had the same, yeah.
There were so many times that someone would miss. Sometimes you'd be at 5, someone misses. Okay. Sometimes you'd be at 19 and someone misses. And sometimes you would be the one who misses. And it was just always the most... Because I was bad at layups. Like, I missed some layups in games. I wasn't on the team because of my layup ability. I was on the team because I could shoot from distance. But, dude, it would come up
sad?
these layups. I'm like... Yeah, the closer I am, the harder it is for me to actually score. And it sucks. It really sucks. It is because I always practice shooting 3. It's like what you practice is what you can do, right? I just practice 3s all the time.
Yeah, and I didn't practice before tryouts. I just went in there like, I can play.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you didn't practice before tryouts. Why you don't practice anything, but...
I mean, I practice. I was a good bowler. I practiced at bowling. I could kick your ass in opposite hand, bro.
I'm sure you could, dude. I'm not a good bowler. Like, I'm happy if I crack
100.
100.
And you look like you should be a great bowler. Like, your physical, like, appearance, you look like you'd be a great bowler.
Yeah.
And the way you drink beer, dude, on candy, dude. You're
On
top of the
candy?
line. That's a good word, right?
On candy?
Isn't that the word?
I've never heard that. I've heard on point. I've never heard on candy.
It's like uncanny,
John
or is it
candy?
uncanny? Uncanny.
Uncanny
It's
is
like,
a whole different thing.
What did I say?
You said on candy.
Maybe I mispronounced.
Sure, I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me, man.
You know I did. I meant uncanny.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to be doing this in person.
Look,
we don't have
so
to do
good.
this with Skype, man.
I'm just excited.
I would cheers you, but I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
No, I'm looking at you. You haven't taken care of yourself. I don't know why I did this.
I haven't. But I've been working out a little bit more
Your
lately.
beard is just. I saw it on Skype. I didn't like it on Skype. Seeing it in person, I'm disgusted. It makes me want to kind of throw up. I have a gag reflex when I look at your beard.
It's so soft. I put some coconut oil in it.
Is it? I can see it glistening. You
It's
look like Santa
glistening.
Claus's beard.
Yeah. Santa Claus. It looked like if Santa Claus just got back from a vacation in the Bahamas.
Fake. It looks fake right now. I'm looking at it. It's shining. It is. It's kind of like when you see marijuana. When you look at a nice nug.
It's got
and it has the crystals.
Yeah.
You got the crystal beard, dude.
I got the crystallized Keef beard right now, dude.
I want to smell your beard, dude.
I'm not gonna let you smell my beard.
I wouldn't want to smell it.
You just said you wanted to smell it.
I know. It was
Don't lie to the people.
It was for the bit.
Oh, okay. Thanks for going along with the bit, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
you know what's great about being home? You know what's great about being home?
How long have you been home, by the way?
Bush Light.
How long you been home?
2 weeks. I have
2 weeks?
self-quarantined for 2 weeks so I can do this with you.
Hell yeah, man. Bush Light is the best part about being home.
Bush Light. And then I was looking for a koozie. I was looking for my best friend, like this one for my best friend's wedding. It's so stupid. And I love it. But then I found this, and it's so ironic, isn't it?
I love America.
It's so ironic.
It's so dumb, dude.
It's so stupid because I'm so angry right now because of my unemployment.
Didn't you just get a call, though?
But I did just get a call. This was so weird.
They just called them. It's pretty
They just called me. I applied so long ago. I think it was like around March 22nd that I sent in something to California.
Mm.
And then I faxed in luckily I faxed a piece of paper. Faxed. Not emailed.
Facts.
They were like, the only way you could send it in is mailing, like physical mail, like Civil War era, like carrier pigeon, or fax it, which is also like...
Yeah, and then they're going to direct deposit the money.
I'm surprised they didn't ask for like my pager number. Fuck you. No, so luckily my sister... she works and has a fax machine because she's a responsible adult, and they still have fax machines.
Okay, hold on. I don't think having a fax machine makes you a responsible adult.
It's the responsible adult thing that she has a job where they have to have a fax machine in case of emergencies.
Wow,
that's
emergency response.
So I asked her. So she sent me in my fax thing, which was I sent it in on April 7th. But the thing, it was so confusing in the beginning. Like I told you. I thought I did it right from March 22nd to April 6th, and then people were like, dude, it's probably you did it the wrong way. And I'm like, I probably did it the wrong way. But I think I did it the right way, too, also. It's so confusing. But then I got a call, I thought it was spam, and I was an asshole. You heard me. I was looking at the phone, and I'm like, or another spam number, because all I do is get spam calls or weed delivery services.
Yeah, those are all the text messages I get.
Yes, that's all I get, and I thought I'm popular. I'm like, oh, who's texting me? It's like Grass Door here. Yeah. It's like, dude, I don't got no money. I'm poor.
Dude, it's hilarious, man. They're the pushiest weed salesmen out there.
They really are.
They're like, hey, by the way, in case are you trying to buy weed today? What about tomorrow? The next day? Every day. We're selling weed. Every day of the week, man. Yeah. Here's the deals we got. It's nice, though. It is convenient.
It is nice because it's like I don't have to look it up online.
And it's like someone texted me today.
Yeah. Someone cares about me.
When you're a pothead, you never walk alone. Like, you always have someone there with you who's like, we got weed. And you're like, oh, thank God, Green Mile or whoever the fuck it is, man.
Man, yeah.
Makes me feel good. But I don't have my med card, so I can't go to any of those
places.
places.
That's a really weird thing right now. You know, I was living in California for... 6 to 7 months? That was short-lived. I feel like I don't even know where the time went. I feel like I wasn't even ever there. It was like a dream almost right now. That's how I feel. That's how time has been. For my whole comedy career, I've realized this. I've been doing comedy for over 5 years now.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting memories on Facebook. and I remember the show flyers. But I'm like, dude, I don't remember anything of where these last 5 years went. It's just been a blur. And now I'm back home because Corona.
Yeah.
And because I had no money. Luckily, people influenced me to come home. And I didn't want to be like, I'm going to stick it out. And luckily, everything in my house was just shit. And I came home because I haven't gotten any money in like 2 months, except for the stimulus check, which luckily I live at home now.
That's what I was going to say, man, dude. Aren't you glad you came back?
Yeah, it's so...
Especially now because it's nicer out. Like the couple days of snow that you were here for, it sucked for
terrible.
sure. I remember like as soon as I got back, it was snowing, and I was just like, "Fuck this."
But when I came back, it was April 20th.
Oh yeah, it was way later. And
I come home and it's just like inches of snow, 2 inches of snow. I'm like, this is, and I'm looking at my friends in LA, and I'm like, this is bullshit. It's 80 degrees. They're on the beach. It's sunny.
Yeah, but now it's better.
But now it's better.
I just can't imagine.
I got a sunburn yesterday, uneven. I did art, dude. It's so bad.
You don't have to show. No, that's fine.
So this arm is beet red, but this arm is not. And I just had to do because I was doing my art, and I was like,
you were doing your art?
Yeah, I was painting. Yeah.
We got to talk about that. You painted something?
Yeah. I'm a very artsy person. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Based on the way you dressed with your Detroit shirt and your flannel, I did not think you were artsy.
I feel like this is kind of like a style-ish compared to what you're wearing, Dad.
I'm wearing
I'm looking at you right now. It's like I feel like we're at your 2-year-old's birthday party. You're barbecuing, and you asked me, "Hey man, remember back in the old days when we used to podcast?" and we set it up. We set it up, and like your wife is about to run out right now and be like, "Markus, get your ass inside." And you're like, "All right." And you got 3 other kids.
3. Okay, hold on.
You got all your friends in the house right now. They're just miserable. They all have terrible... That's what you look like. Your whole outfit says we're at your... And I'm the bad uncle that's like still chasing the dream and just fucked up in the garage like, yeah, it's this 2-year-old birthday party.
You look a little more like NASCAR fan.
NASCAR fan?
Than guy chasing the dream.
You really think NASCAR people are going to wear this shirt?
Yes.
No.
Especially with that other shirt over it?
Well, yeah. But this... Not really, but this...
You're like, well, yeah, okay, all right. You got me there. You're right. I'm right.
Kind of.
And the hat.
I'm wearing too much Detroit shit. Cool. I'm wearing too much Detroit stuff to be not Detroit. I only got to wear Detroit stuff because I feel like I was able to wear it because I was part of the Detroit comedy scene. So I went to LA and I'm like, I can wear Detroit shit.
Yeah, I wear Detroit shit here.
Yeah, but we're so not Detroit.
Well, for me, it's all sports stuff, and I'm a fan of the sports team, so I don't really give a shit. I wear Tigers stuff because I'm a fan of the team, like Boogie says. Hey, how
you mean you're a fan of everything Michigan?
No, I'm a fan of the Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers, and Lions.
Oh,
the sports team.
And you look like that.
Exactly.
You look like your life is a sports fan.
Unlike you, I don't try to hide who I am from the world. I try to hide it from myself.
Who do you think? Well, then what am I? Who do you think I am?
I don't know. You won't let your real self out. You're always trying to hide behind the flannel. No, I want to hear about the painting. I do have a lot of
I don't care. I do have a lot of
Tell me about the painting, dude. Tell me about the painting.
I kind of like it. It's kind of random. I was bored, and there was canvases in the basement. So I was
okay, I can't even talk shit because the other day me and Jenny were talking and I was like, do you want to like draw or something tomorrow? I was like, I would totally paint if I had canvases.
Yeah.
And you had them, so you did.
We have like canvases and stuff laying around, and I'm like, I did that stuff on my computer. I was like, why not just try to draw again? Because I used to draw a little more. I took like an art class and I made some cool stuff, and I like art. You know that I'm art. I made you logos and flyers and all that stuff out of the kindness of my own heart. For your terrible comedy.
Hey,
anyway.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
Going back to my painting. Can I talk? So my painting. So I started to draw, and I don't know what I was, and I drew like this little alien character, and then I drew another one, and then I decided to draw, so I got like this MIB, like broken down city of aliens, and like, it's like an alien scene in like Colorado, but like downtown Colorado, so it's like mountains in the background, and then you got like casinos and like rundown buildings, and then you got like this big giant alien. He's carrying a keg, and then like like, and there's a casino you can see, and like, it's post-apocalyptic, so it's like, and then I got like these miniature little aliens like walking around, and then there's like a playground next to the casino. It doesn't make sense. And then I made like a guy too big, so I just accept that he's ginormous now. He has a ginormous wheelchair, and he has like a barrel, and he's outside like a fire because he's homeless. He's like a homeless alien. So it's post-apocalyptic alien world.
That's kind of cool.
Well,
how did you come up with that?
You know, there's not much going on up here, Marcus.
I know, but you came up with that.
I've been dreaming a lot. It's kind of cool, yeah.
Well, you've been dreaming more?
Yeah.
Or you've been remembering your dreams more?
No, I just always like random shit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go with it. I think, I watched like the MIB International, maybe Space Jam thing popped up. I don't know, man. It's been weird. But the drawing's kind of cool. I'm getting more into it. It kind of pissed me off at the beginning because, I drew like the scene out, right?
Yeah.
And then I was torn between using permanent marker and paint. And I'm
classic tough decision, right?
It is. Because I'm like, I'm not a painter at all. Painting's very tough. Painting's so tough.
Yeah.
Like, and especially like, and I'm like, if I use marker, I can use more detail. I can get into do finer detail.
Mm.
And then I'm like, my mom's like, are you going to paint it? And I'm like, damn it. You know what? Why not? So then I started painting it, and I'm like, this was the worst idea ever. And I started doing it, and it kept getting worse. It was like when you add like a recipe, when you add too much salt, and you're like, I'll add pepper. Oh, it's too much pepper.
Oh, I know about adding too much salt.
And then you add too much, and then you're like, I can't. And so I just continued to paint, and I'm like, I kept making mistakes. And then the shit dried, and then I took a marker out, and then the marker started saving it, and I'm like, oh my god, thank God. And then I started saving it, and then I started getting into a rhythm, and then I got a sunburn, and then.
Damn, dude, that sounds fun though. I wish
it was more. The bad thing is I'm so impatient and so like my brain's so conflicted with like wanting to do so much more, which it's not doing, but I'm out there like, and I'm like, I want it to be done. So I'm like so impatient. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want it to be done.
Do you think you put too much pressure on yourself?
Always. Do
you think that you're impatient with your own level of growth in life?
Yeah, that's deep, dog. This is
no, but I hear you too, man.
Yeah, no. I always tell you that. Like, if I'm not doing anything, like if I'm not doing something, my brain thinks it's like, it turns it into failure. It turns it into like, wow, dude, you're wasting your life. Even though I could just sit and watch a fucking show, but I can't. Because it's like, wow.
Sometimes I think you get caught up in thinking, well, I'm this old. At every age, you're like, I'm this old. I know people who at this age have done more than this. And then you start to feel bad about yourself. But what you don't realize, and sometimes you have to remind yourself, is like, there's plenty of people who you admire who at the age you're at were not at the level that you always think of them as. Like, there's people who, like even Kevin Hart, right? The way Kevin Hart is right now, he wasn't always that big. Even 15 years ago, he wasn't that big. So, I mean, you think about Joe Rogan, right? He wasn't what he is today 10 years ago. Yeah. But even 10 years ago, he still had specials. He was still killing it and all that.
Yeah, the crazy thing about Joe Rogan, I never knew that. So I started oh my god, though, look at this. I feel honored.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the one I've been using. Weed whacking, baby. Check it out. I need to start slinging those again.
You really do. You could sell them. You could probably mail them.
No, because it's flammable. Like when I ordered those, you had to be there to pick them up, which wouldn't be a problem because everyone's at home right now. But there were, I don't know, man. I'd have to look into it, but it's a bit trickier trying to ship lighters than I was hoping.
I wanted to feel what it was like to be like.
Oh, they got the little heart? They got the little heart?
I wanted to see what it was like to be like Dice Clay or like Rodney Dangerfield on the podcast. I just want to be like...
Well, I mean, you could just start writing jokes and you might get close to that.
Okay, speaking of, have you been writing jokes? Let's talk about it, because I have been.
Oh, okay. I haven't been writing as much as I would like to. I'll be honest about that. I have written a little bit. No respect. You don't. You haven't earned it.
Wait, so does years in the game not matter with respect?
I think years in the game does matter.
I think it does, but I also think like, there's some people that I know have been doing it a long time. And you, like, I feel we're...
But it also... Okay, so years in the game matters, but it isn't everything. Because there's some people who have a lot of years in the game and they're still terrible. And you look at them and you're like, how long have you been doing this?
Yeah, because you've been doing it less than me.
I've been doing it about a year less than you.
Yeah, and I'm not
When,
saying
when did you start?
I feel like we're on the same level.
Yeah.
I started
because I work a little harder than you, so I've caught up and probably passed you in some way.
Exactly.
No, but when did you start? When did you start, Dave?
He's done like 3 more Mike Ball shows than me. I'm sorry.
I've done way more Mike Ball shows than you.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah. That's what's... Dude, I came back to Michigan, man, and I 2 weeks, I was grinding, killing it, man. I was making good money. I was selling lighters. I was doing shows and fucking having good-ass shows, man.
Yeah.
And then, boom. It just all stopped, and I'm just sitting here like,
dude, you know what it was? Maybe it was... You know what, Marcus? Maybe you're the problem.
I'm the problem?
Maybe the world was like, we don't want to see his comedy anymore. And they were like, give it. Release the fucking virus.
Release the Kraken.
He's going back to Michigan. Stop him.
Release the Corona Kraken. Dude. Do you remember Pirates of the Caribbean 2, I think it is, with the Kraken or whatever? Remember that scene, dude? That scared the fucking shit out of me as a kid, dude. I was watching that.
Yeah,
I was like,
you're a child. Yeah, because I'm older than you.
You are older than me.
When you saw that movie, yeah, you were like 5.
Yeah.
Were you 5?
Not. I don't know when it came out. I think Pirates of the Caribbean came out in 03.
This is great, dude. Back in Michigan, drinking Busch Light, and I brought you back. Look at that, dude. I brought him Chaboinks.
You brought me some Chaboinks.
His favorite cigarette all the way from California.
Oh, my God. Yeah. All the way from California.
He brings it back, dude. Chaboinks, if you need sponsors, I mean, if you want to give us... We will smoke.
We will smoke your shit
smoke
if you
your
give it to us.
It's like, I'm treating this as like a cigar, you know?
Really?
Like with my friend.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
Like, I wasn't going to do this, you know? I wasn't going to
Well,
the world
now
like, hey.
I appreciate it quite a bit more because I just thought, I appreciated it before.
What?
But that you brought those, I was like, oh, sweet, thanks, man. But now that you brought in the fact that you're treating it like a cigar, like that's a sign of respect. You're like, I'm coming into your house. I'm gonna bring a couple. I can't.
No, I just got lucky. I just got lucky. There was 5 cigarettes left.
Did you just find them in the car when you got here? Like,
no,
you didn't even
I knew I brought
them.
I was in California and I bought a pack of them and I got excited and then I smoked them when I like had my friends over before Corona happened.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember before Corona?
I bought them and I was excited because I just wanted the CBD. I just wanted to chill out, you know, and not smoke weed. And then
I wanted to not smoke weed, so I bought some weed that wasn't weed, but it's still weed.
I didn't want to get high.
Yeah.
I wanted to chill out. So, so I bought them, and then I smoked. I didn't really like them, and I kept smoking it, and then I like got sick of them. And then on the way home, I found them. I remembered them. Not that I didn't remember them, but I remember bringing them home, and I had a whole pack, and I smoked one recently, and I hated it. But then
you don't like these?
I like them. Like smoking it now, I like it more.
Yeah, with
smoking it alone, like in my car, it just felt depressing. I'm like, I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like this. I'm like, oh, you look dirty.
Dude,
and I chewed tobacco. I haven't chewed tobacco in like, I don't know how many months now.
That's pretty good. That's good. That's dope, man. Congrats, man. I remember when I was living in Germany, it got to a point where I would smoke 2 cigarettes on the car drive home from work. It was a 10-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
And I smoked 2 of those.
I was like,
things.
You must have had a long drive.
No, 10 minutes, dude. 10 fucking minutes.
Dude, that is literally just every breath you have is nothing oxygen.
I was sucking them down, dude.
It's just smoke.
And I just remember, and I specifically remember at one point I had, because I was driving, right, and I had the cigarette out this window, and
I love that the cigarette's bigger than the microphone.
Yeah, this microphone's tiny. It'll catch up. But I had the cigarette out the window, right? And the ash blew off the cigarette because it was out the window into the car between my back and the seat, burned a hole in the seat, dude, and my back and the shirt. Like the shirt got a hole in it.
Yeah.
My undershirt got a hole in it. The seat got a little hole in the thing.
Wow.
And my back was just like, ah! And I was just like, fuck that, man. It's still, dude, every time I smoke in the car, I think about that moment. I'm just like, just driving down this fucking service. It was just a fucking main road. And just, And then it just sucked it back in and back right in there. And I'm like, that fucking hurt, man. That's a poorly told story.
I was
morals
lost
of
in it.
it.
I got lost in it. I thought I wasn't paying attention.
Smoking and driving can be
it wasn't
dangerous.
well roped.
No, it wasn't. Like I said, I haven't been.
I remember like wind in a car, and I got so drunk that when I threw up out of my friend's car, I had to throw up. He was driving my home. That's why it's great. I felt so bad because we have a sober friend. He doesn't. Yeah. He's never drank or like that.
Remember, we used to have a friend like that.
Yeah, we did.
He's moved on.
While we're drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, we used to. I'm not saying anything about this. Is terrible. We're just.
No, I'm not gonna bring. I don't want to bring it up. I had a story. You're talking about throwing up in a car.
But yeah. So wait. So what happened was we're driving on the highway. I think I did it to be funny at one point, but I realized like I did need to throw up, so I just stuck my head out the window. And we're driving on Hall Road. I stuck my head out the window.
Oh, Hall Road?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know that fucking road.
You don't know Hall Road?
Fuck no.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a very famous road in Michigan. It's in what town is that? Shelby Town? It's Shelby Town. No.
I might have heard it on the traffic report, but
Hall Road is a very big. It's like M59 or M53.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a big road where all the mall, like Lakeside Mall. You ever heard of Lakeside Mall? Partridge Creek.
Sure.
That's the road it's on. Anyway, we're driving home from the bar. He's taking us home, and I'm like, I gotta throw up, and I just stick my head out the window, and I just remember like projectile just rah, and it's coming out, and I'm just looking at it, and it's just going all along the side of his car. He called me the next day, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I wanted to go like wash it off, but luckily he went through a car wash or something, or he did. I don't know. I felt so bad.
All right, my car throw up story.
Oh, I have another one too about it.
Mine's worse
the same friend,
than that one.
So bad. Mine's also worse than what I said.
So we're coming back from Windsor, right? This is when I was in college. We're coming back from Windsor. We all gotten drunk, went to the casino, just had a hell of a night. Hungover as fuck, driving back. I'm feeling like shit.
Are you driving?
I'm driving.
Okay.
My car.
Yeah.
Driving home. We get back to Ann Arbor. Like, we're basically home, right? I drop off a couple of the guys.
Yeah.
And there's one other guy who I got to drop off, and then I'm going home, right? I drop the two guys off. As soon as they get out of the car, I just go like, ugh, and I just yak into the passenger seat, which is now empty. It's empty. No one's sitting there. But the one guy who's left, he was sitting in the back. So he just, from the back seat, sees me projectile vomit onto the floor. And it took so much time to get that stank of vomit out of that fucking car.
Why don't you go out the window?
Because I didn't know. I don't know, man.
It was just
It just happened, dude. And my buddy,
just like when you think it's a fart and it hit the
it was
that
shit
hits
yeah.
the end of the butthole. And, and it scares you.
Yeah, and I was just trying to get it.
You gotta waddle to the bathroom.
I was just trying to get it not on me, and my buddy Ricky was in the back seat, and he just watched it, and he was like, he just looked at me like, bro, what the fuck, man? And I was just like, I don't know, man. Because every time I've ever gone over to Windsor to get hammered and gamble and shit, I end up, because I don't gamble, but I like to drink and watch my friends gamble.
Yeah, like I remember the time you went with us.
I just got wasted.
I was impressed in how much of a piece of shit you can be. We left. You took 2 edibles.
Oh, yeah.
We already drank some beer, didn't we?
Probably. That was the night after we finished the music video, dude.
Check it out. Fuck the government. What's up? Check it out.
I'm about to re-upload that too, man.
I think you should also remake it. Just like, have you ever seen, did you see the video that was the most amazing? Speaking of, this is what I feel like that would happen. Remaking Fuck the Government video. Have you seen Cold in the D Lady?
No.
It's so cold in the
I know what it is, but
yeah. So she made that first video, and everybody shared it. Everybody made fun of that video. It's a great video. It's the funniest rap video ever.
I wish people made fun of my video.
So I wish it would have, because that was the only way it was gonna ever get traction.
Maybe now, dude.
Or if like Fox News picked it up and like, and you got these. No, I think Fox News would they approve of that video?
Well, the point is.
But the point is anyway.
Neither side
so anyway, the video. Let me finish this part. We're very ADD with it.
Sure.
I'm so excited. We haven't been together for a long time.
Okay, calm down.
Anyway, so the Cold and the D lady, she's like, I got no respect, and I think that's because we didn't have the budget to make a great video, and the song was trashy. So she goes, we're going to remake the song and do a new video. And it was just as shitty as the first one. It was like the first one was filmed with like the first iPhone, and then the second video was filmed with like the iPhone 5.
Nice.
And the song was recorded with the iPhone 5. And they're like, why does no one respect us? And they remade the song, and it was the same. It was so bad.
It's cold in the D, though.
It is.
Like,
it's so cold in the D.